In 2009, the Cuyahoga County Soldiers and Sailors Monument was restored.
We're now standing in the Cuyahoga County Soldiers and Sailors Monument. Dedicated on July 4th, 1894, it honors the 9,000 men from Cuyahoga County who served in the Civil War from the years 1861 to 1865. It also honors the civilian population and politicians from the state of Ohio who aided in the war effort. We are currently finishing up what has now become a $2 million interior restoration, which will restore this wonderful monument to its true Victorian beauty and become a true gem in the city of Cleveland. Groupings on the outside depict the infantry, the navy, the artillery, and the cavalry, the four major units of the war at the time of the Civil War. The shaft is 125 feet tall, and on top stands the allegorical figure of freedom defended by the Shield of Liberty. On the interior of the monument, you'll notice 32 tablets on which are inscribed the 9,000 names of the men who served from Cuyahoga County. You'll see 4 life-size tablets that depict Lincoln emancipating the slaves, the Council of War between Lincoln, Grant, and Sherman. We also have our 3 wartime governors together with our famous Ohio generals, and more importantly, we also have a panel full of women, pretty progressive for the year 1894. These are the women who served in the Northern Ohio Sanitary Commission. It is estimated that in the 4 years of the war, they sent through $975,000 worth of medical supplies.
A lot of people don't even know that you can come in. These are the vent covers for the new air conditioning system. We painted them to match the floor. We've been working on the floor probably about 3 weeks. The tablets were a special process we used. We inked the surface and then went back and did all the touch-ups, the 9,000 names. It was very rewarding to be able to come down and work on something that has history to it.
7 years ago, it was gray and dingy. It was cold. It had a very impersonable feel to it. We do have the accounts in the 1894 newspapers that explain the bright colors and the airiness and the brightness of it. The colors that you see here today are the colors that we believe through research and through discussion with the Cleveland Museum of Art are what they would have had in 1894. We did have some clothes, and some of the red that you see here, there were traces of that. And there were also some traces of the golden color on the tablets. In addition to the colorization of the tablets, we have restained the names, which you can now easily read. We have removed the steam radiator system and put in a state-of-the-art fin tooth system, as well as air conditioning. This will allow us to have a stable, dry, cool environment, which will protect in the preservation of it. We have also recolorized the entire floor. This floor was colorized at the time of its opening. The floor that you can now see the red and the white on was actually gray and black due to 115 years of use. We achieved this by grinding 1/8 of an inch off of the top of the marble. One of the major things that we have discovered in our research, just about 6 months ago, we were approached that there's a pool of about 240 African American men who may have served from Cuyahoga County. As a result of this research, we have begun to look at that evidence, and to date we have 98 men who have been documented and are eligible for the monument. There are a total of 14 stained glass windows, and in each of the stained glass windows, depending on what side of the building they are, they incorporate the tools and implements that would have been carried or used in that branch of the military. All of the stained glass windows were removed. They were all disassembled. Any pieces that needed to be replaced have been replaced and all re-leaded and cleaned. The result is a much brighter look to it. We have removed all of the old fluorescent lighting. We originally began with gasoliers that were converted to electroliers, which was eventually converted to electricity, and then in the 70s they put in the fluorescent lighting. As you can see here, we have created some new lighting. We actually have created 4 chandeliers that are very close to what we believe is the original style of our gasoliers, to the point that we actually have the ruby red glass on top and the golden globes below. We had developed special track lighting that you see here that are very light and eerie and non-intrusive, and they have allowed us to spotlight on the bust and on the medallions, giving us a much greater ability to actually view the heroes that have been chosen to be honored here.
The Soldiers and Sailors Monument is located at 3 Public Square in downtown Cleveland, Ohio. The admission is free, and the monument is open from 9 a.m. to 4 p.m., Monday through Saturday.